Welcome back everyone to this channel. I'm sure a lot of Nigerians will remember this young man because he trended sometime last year. Around this period last year was when he actually trended. May 2023 was when he trended for the wrong reasons. So this young man went to BBC to go and cast and say things he wasn't expected to say. In as much as a lot of Nigerians will agree that well, some of the things he said were actually not so wrong. But guy, what happened to bro code? So you went to BBC to go and tell BBC that a lot of Nigerians don't actually need the study visa they get. That is just their route for Japa. And this thing brought a lot of uproar by Nigerians because a lot of people really came for him because what is your business? However people choose to japa has nothing to do with you. You do your own. You go. Wetin come concern you about other people own? You know, he came out and apologized to Nigerians for actually saying that. Come to think about it, sometimes people discuss how they want to japa. You know, they could discuss it with friends and family and what have you. Yes, everybody they find greener pasture. Whichever way they go about it could be study, it could be work. Of course, the easiest route is always study, so people tend to go through the study route, isn't it? So wetin concern Mr. Tiamio? He go Jabo, he go BBC, BBC, a platform as big as BBC, and you went to tell them that your countrymen and your countrywomen will actually come to the UK, do not do it because of this and that and that. They actually do it because of this. So a lot of Nigerians didn't find that very, they didn't find that likely because, like I said, no concern you. Why anybody won't do your own life? I mean, do you don't go. Why are you trying to now block the route, for other persons? But at the end of the day, what happened now? UK came up and said that no more dependent. If you want to come and school, no more dependent, and all of it. And right now, said they've kind of now, of course, people are really not traveling as before because people actually do a whole lot. They sell all their properties in Africa and Nigeria because they want to leave. Like I said, however people choose to jump, it has absolutely nothing to do with anyone. Right now, they've stopped the dependency thing, so a lot of Nigerians are really not traveling. The next thing is they look for the next country where go accept them. But like I said, he's not in his position to come and tell the UK government that this is how my people are going about it. So he came all out to come and now apologize, which a lot of Nigerians feel like, oh my God. This period last year wasn't really, really funny because he had a lot of backlash.
If you have seen the interview/news feature, please, I am sorry for any inconvenience that this may have cost you. I am sorry for any inconvenience this may have cost you. If what you have seen, been circulated, what we watched, has made you uncomfortable in any way at all, I want to say that I am deeply, 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 and sincerely sorry. And why do I say sorry? Because for whatever pain that you feel, I feel even more.
And guess what? This young man actually went the way with him even take enter that UK. No video, right? You understand? So you coming out to talk, you are the least person to actually come out to talk. So because of all the drama that happened, this young man decided to seek for asylum. Yes, seeking for asylum, the UK government decided to give him £160,000. Guys, £160,000 was what he got from the UK government when he went to seek for asylum. And yes, it's actually a loan, it's a repayment loan. But guess what, guys? This young man, thinking he was smart, took this money. That's a lot of money, guys. That's over 200 million, if not 250 million naira. This guy took this money, and the same country he claimed that he was running away from, his country people, was running away from his country, and he was running away from his country people. He started developing properties in the same country. So in his hometown in Ogun State, Ogun State, you can't develop for country where you claim say the country no good. They run away from the country. You now started developing in the same country. So I think they investigated the whole thing and found out that this young man, the money we gave to him, this is what he was using it to do. And guess what, guy? Oga don they deported. They deported him back. So does this mean that he's a problematic person all from start? Or how do we even get to place this? Because come to think about it, an average person actually goes out there for greener pastures and they send their money back home to develop things back home. But I think his own major problem is because they gave you this money because you claimed that you were running away from your country. You're running away from your people. So how come the same country you're running away from, you are sending money back to develop? So to them, that is fraudulent. Like, no, they weren't gonna accept it. And our brother Tiamio has been deported back to Nigeria. So the dream for his own greener pasture has been cut short. But to a lot of Nigerians, it's been mixed feelings. To a lot of people, it's say very good. It's good for you. Say you won't spoil other people own. What you sow, you will reap. You take style, won't spoil other people own. Now your own don't go spoil. So this is a case of sinner judging sinner for sinning differently. And a lot of people are good at doing that. They judge person, but because they do that style where that person they do. But you they do your own. You can't the pick hand. You want come on sand where the person eye, but you never come on the stone where they inside your eye. This is a complete scenario of that. But come to also think about it. Why must we always be found in things like this? Like Nigerian again, and then they're not going to be looking at it in the name of just the individual. To them now is Nigerian. My beloved country. Who do us this thing? But let me no lie, that money, 250 something million naira. At least they can develop nothing less than 5 houses, and I don't even know, because it's actually a loan. So how are they expecting him to repay back that loan? So could it be the reason why he was thinking about investing in places he could? I really cannot tell. But the system out there, the system works. They will catch you. It's just a matter of time. They are gonna catch you. So that's exactly what happened to Tiamio here. That okay, you went to seek for asylum. That means that you don't get anywhere where you go. They can't carry a whole £160,000 give you. £160,000, guys. Are you thinking what I am thinking? About how many of you watching me right here will you be giving this kind of money, and you almost want to do the same thing he's doing? You want to invest back in the country, but it's just that you lied. So the fact that you were not clear, to them, is fraudulent. Like if you're running away from a country, then you shouldn't have any ties with that country anymore. That is their belief. So that was why he fell into this situation he fell into. So you watching me right now, what are the lessons you've learned from this? So that you don't get yourself into situations or a situation like this where in fact but of course, because he's a Tiamio, because he don't go blow, he went to cast something before. Nigerians know they're not even pitying him at all. They know they pity him. Or what are your thoughts about this whole deportation thing, starting from when he did the whole talking he did on BBC to the situation he's finding himself right now? Is there you reap what you sow situation, or is just a system that is working? Look at what happened to a former Senate president in Nigeria, Ekweremadu. Is still locked up in the prison in the UK right now. Let's learn. I know as Africans, especially Nigerians, we are not used to due process. We just feel like you can do things and get away with it. Sometimes we now forget that the environments where we are, they don't do things and get away with it. The law is going to work. So sometimes we forget ourselves and we find ourselves in this trouble, and you say, my village people don't come. It's not village people. Due process. Once you don't go through due process, forget it. They will come after you, and that is the situation right here. But what have you learned about this whole thing, this Tiamio's situation? What are your thoughts about it? Please drop it in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching.